story. Your life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death. Rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson County.
Done. I've been finessing since the 8th grade, but now I'm getting paid just to show face. If you want me, tell that gay. Most my but they never fake. Still won't pay the bill even if I ate. I don't pay for meals, I don't go on dates, but I still get the cake. Cake. Toes on my page, they've been on my case. Block in that same pace. I'm pretty, but I'm big poppin'. This ain't ordinary, got the gods watching. This ain't ordinary, that's my Drake. He told me I'm the realest and them fake. Never play the bench, I don't play it safe. Don't cut your nose just to spite your face. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Ay. Like I be chillin' with the real estate. Ay. You never set trends if you don't take risks. This ain't my opinion, that's a practice. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. Secure. The bag. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Not everybody wanna see you in the rest. I work hard just to like this. I pray to God that he got this. I stay living and I'm learning every day. Not everybody wanna see you in the rest. I work hard just to like this. I pray to God that he got this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good... Now Thomas. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Detroit! I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be taken down. sacked back at the 2. Manti-Te'o in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice. Aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Thomas. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run with Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll go on the ground. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And bulldozing his way through. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll run him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's going to get it running right. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And some room to roam now. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going underneath for Gordon. And they can't bring him down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes sense.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And running right through it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Manti Te'o in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Michael Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now Now the handoff comes to Gordon as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Kerry Hyder in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Let's go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Hot!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Broken tackle. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Off to on fumbles. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ohio!
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Manti Te'o able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
Ohio!
Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Flex round!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big gain there for the Bills. 33 yards. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw is Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Brissett. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Cut!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to launch this thing. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Chargers. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bills have recovered. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Bills. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. the price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need